So, when the forest is no longer dim, the dim forest survey team has sent an urgent distress signal requesting your assistance with pressing issues. Could you do me a favor? What happened? We received a distress signal from the dim forest I cannot speak. What the fuck? What is this word? Reconnaissance team, and they seem to be in danger. I'll help. You're a lifesaver. I'll send you the coordinates. The situation's complicated there. Be careful. Dim Forest Act 1. When the forest is no longer dim, I would never have guessed. Okay, it's over there. Head to the location from which the distress signal was sent. Oh shit. Exile. And there's someone in a cage with a monkey. Help! Help! I'm Xiaomu. I'm a researcher from Dim Forest Survey Team. Can you help get us out? Yes, the key to the gate. I somehow hide the key in the room. Could you please help us find it? Please. Okay, there's the key. Open the cage. Phew, that was close. Thank you so much for saving us. What should we call you? I'm Tiyu. Nice to meet you. Oh, I see. You're here to help us, right? I said I'm Tiyu. Why do you call me Rover? We are members of the Dim Forest Exploration Team. I'm Qiaomu, and this is Hoohoo. 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 Relax, he's not gonna hurt you. He's not like those contaminated Hu Chief Tacitus courts. He's a good guide for us. And approving Hoohoo. Our exploration team is responsible for regular surveys of the Dim Forest. But my teammate Senmin is taking much longer than usual this time. I was really worried about her, so I tried to find her with Hoohoo. But we ran into the exiles before we could spot her. We had to request help from the academy. Even worse, I still haven't been able to reach her. She's always been in poor health, and with the complicated terrain here, what if something bad happens? What does she look like? What do you mean by something bad? The environment becomes less friendly once you go deeper into the forest. The dim forest filled with poisonous spore dust that can be harmful to our health if we inhale it. So, severe allergies. Besides, there is a chance you'll come across contaminated Hu Chiefs, and they tend to be pretty aggressive. Sentiment's been there for a long time. I'm really worried about her. I hope everything's okay. Let's go find her. Thank you. Let's go. Oh, by the way, please take this. This is a short-acting antibody that lets you walk around in contaminated areas. I know you have a stronger resistance to those toxic spores as a resonator, but still, it's better safe than sorry. Her signal vanished here. Let's check out the area with around the central giant tree. Hopefully we'll work well together. Please lead the way. Rest assured, we can protect ourselves. Hoohoo, let's go. Please stay safe. We'll be right there, Senmin. Oh, it's that tree. I thought it was the other tree. Look at that white banyan tree. Doesn't it look beautiful? But it's actually very dangerous. And the signal from the sensor seems to be under the banyan tree. This is really... let me see. Wait, please wait. Let me check. As expected, the concentration has almost exceeded level 2. You mean the concentration of the toxic spores? Yes, you notice it too, right? The plants nearby are different compared to those outside. Look at the tree in the middle. The color stands out from the surrounding trees. Is it covered in those toxic spores you talked about? That's right. That's the central banyan tree of the forest, but now it's been contaminated by spores. Being a non-resonator with some resistance, reaching a level 2 contamination area is already stretching my boundaries. I'm not feeling anything. As a resonator, your resistance to the spores is way stronger than ours, so you're more adapted to this environment. If there's any discomfort, do let me know. The spore concentration is pretty high, and we haven't reached our destination. A worried Hoohoo. Don't worry, Hoohoo, I'm fine. The signal's coming from way deeper area. Senmin's being seriously reckless. Though I guess she's eager to solve the issue, she should have thought twice before taking action. I hope she won't end up like her mentor. Probably did. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to express this concern directly to her, so she understands just how worried I am, right? Let's pick up the pace and look for her. That's the spirit. She'll be fine. Thank you for your comfort. You're right. Complaints and worries won't solve anything. Let's move faster and find her. Unfortunately, I've reached my limit. My body can't take on any more spores. Once we go deeper, I'll definitely slow you down. To find Sentiment as soon as possible, I'll have Hoohoo accompany you. Meanwhile, I'll be outside, ready to provide any necessary support. According to the research, resonators do exhibit strong resistance to spores. Yet, at this point, it's unclear if those toxic spores will have other effects on resonators. So please don't push yourself too hard. If you feel any discomfort, just come out as quickly as you can. You're an important companion. Make sure to take care. I see. Looks like it's really excited to be your guide. Stay safe. Search for the missing researcher. Use sensor. I am using sensor. I am not sensing anything. Hello? Hello? Anybody there? Why are there so many dying animals here? Because they ate the spores and died. That's not good. Better use the sensor to speed up. The sensor isn't helping. This seems to be a notebook left by a researcher. Spores destroy, what do they mean? I wonder, do they mean destroy the spores? It seems this is Senmin's notes. Where did she go? Continue to use the sensor to see. Your sensor isn't fucking helping. There seems to be a person lying on the ground ahead. Is it Senmin? Is it sensor? It is not censored. It's definitely not sensor. Cough, spores, the main core. Are you alright? And you are? I'll get you out of here. Time was running out. You and Hoohoo immediately take someone out. I forgot her name already. Senmin. Senmin? Phew. You're getting more stable now. I've properly patched you up. How are you feeling? Can you stand? She is fucking standing right now. I think she can stand. Yes, I'm feeling much better. Thank you, Tiamu. I think you owe me an apology. You're well aware of your health, and still you took the risk of going so deep. Can you realize how worried I was? If you want to thank someone, thank the rover. It's him who made a great effort to get you out. I'm really sorry for causing such trouble. I sincerely apologize to you. Thank you so much for your help. But I had my reasons for doing this. Did Tiamu tell you about the situation in the dim forest? Kind of. I see. Let me explain in detail then. You don't have to explain. I go in there, I fucking die. That's more than enough to explain. The dim forest is infested with toxic spores. Hoo chiefs exposed to the spores turn aggressive. Contaminated animals are dying, and inhaling too many spores also affects people's health. Normal spores also affect people's health. That's why I told you to be extremely careful. Therefore, our exploration team has been working to resolve this issue. For example, my mentor tried to find a solution by researching Hoo chiefs, while we focused on the spores and finally found a way to solve this issue. The spores in the dim forest have been spreading steadily, and we suspect that the core is continuously producing and spreading them. Therefore, if we can destroy the cores, we can solve the issue. It sounds easy, but it's hard to execute because people go in there and fucking die. Yeah, however, it's easier said than done. We've located several of the cores, some with scratches on their shells. It looks like someone tried to destroy them. Like I said, those cores are shielded by hard shells, making it impossible to destroy with human forces. Fortunately, we've developed a device that can destroy them. Now, here's another problem. These cores quickly regenerate after being destroyed. It's quite a headache. If we don't do anything, the spores will spread even faster, so we have to regularly clear the cores. That's why we're here today. True, but there's no need for you to venture so deep into the forest. What on earth happened? Okay, that doesn't sound too good. I detected a sudden urge in spore concentration at the central banyan tree. It's the first time this has happened, so I had to figure out the causes. Guess what? I found the main core. Wait, are you serious? Does that mean we can actually solve the issue? Indeed! The reason we struggled to solve the problem for so long is that we've never solved the core of the issue. Namely, the spore's main core. It's probably been hiding at the roots in the central giant banyan. And now the main core has finally appeared, right at the top of the tree. Fuck you, I'm not climbing the tree. So if we manage to destroy the main core, then we can solve the issue. But getting close to the core isn't easy for us, I'm afraid. The antibodies we currently have can't support us going up there. Besides, if we don't deal with those offshoot cores, that's why we researchers call the cores constantly producing spores, the spores will spread faster than we can imagine. We need to improve the antibodies, and we need to clear the offshoot cores. You're right. Here's the plan. We will go clear the offshoot cores as planned, and you head back to our camp to work on improving the antibodies. But this should be the fastest solution for now. Besides, the antibodies represent your mentor's hard-earned achievement, and you've been eager to improve them to fulfill your mentor's wish, haven't you? Leave it to us. We can surely handle it well. She's right. I see. Thank you. I'm going back to work on improving my antibodies. Don't worry about me. You should go help Rover and Tiamu. Be a good boy, okay? A happy Hoohoo. Rover, Tiamu, I'm counting on you. Cinnamon thanked you and left. It's never easy to get someone as stubborn as her to do something. You really care about her. Fortunately, you successfully had her go back and take a rest. That obvious? I'm sorry I made this decision without discussing it with you. I mean, what can I do? I know nothing about antibodies. Cinnamon has been trying to address the toxic spore issue in the dim forest. When I just joined the exploration team, Cinnamon's mentor was still around. Back then, we tried to find a solution by studying those aggressive Hoo chiefs. Given the aggressive behavior of the Hoochies, we used to think that humans couldn't get along with them. Her mentor used to say, there's always more things hidden in a phenomenon. That's why we need to see below the surface. So her mentor kept communicating with the Hoochies as well as treating them. She locked herself up in the lab, immersed in her research. But one day, when she was interacting with the Hoochie, when we arrived, we found her lying on the ground. Our lab was occupied by the Hoochies, so we could only hastily leave the lab with our research data and essential experimental equipment. After that, Cinnamon changed. She took on her mentor's wishes and responsibilities and changed the direction of her research, starting to study the spores themselves. Slowly, we made some progress, and now we finally see the hope of solving the problem. So I don't want her to fall here. I may not be as talented as Cinnamon and not that helpful in solving this issue. I just want everyone to be safe. That's what matters the most to me. I can't stand another incident like that. I'm fine. Your safety is more important. What we're planning to do only matters if all of us can return safely, right? Let's solve it, and let's go! Thank you! Now let's go get rid of those offshoot cores. The first offshoot's core, right here. Please lend me your hand to destroy it. I can't lend you my hand. I can lend you a hand, though. I'll set up the devices and turn them on. These devices will release sound waves that can destroy the offshoot cores. But for us non-resonators, it's hard to figure out where the sound waves are coming from. But you should be able to perceive the sound of those sound waves. I'll lead the way. Please help me calibrate the device. Okay, let me see the device. Talk to Xiaomu to activate... Fuck. Okay, something is happening. Yay, there's a chest. Fantastic! With the offshoot core destroyed, the spore concentration in the area has decreased. Besides, Hoohoo and I collected this core. It's a precious research material. We rarely encountered a complete core like this before. Perhaps they weren't fully formed back then. Alright, the next core is in the northeast direction. Let's go. These animals are glowing red. They've been affected by spores, you see. There are scratches on them. Looks like they've been attacked. Let's hurry up. You two, take care. The scratches are fresh, so something must have attacked them. The red light is getting brighter. So does the concentration here. Luckily, Cinnamon's not here. We're approaching the next offshoot core. Please be careful. A group of Hoohoo suddenly jumped out from nowhere and surrounded the rover. I don't think that's correct. Hoochies, right? Hoohoo is the name of the monkey. Seems like the second contaminated area is right here. It expanded a lot. Let's hurry up. Okay, I'm setting up the devices. I'm counting on you for this one too. Okay, activate the thingy. I can barely see the device's location. Oh, okay. Never mind. The spore concentration has returned to normal. Phew, the air feels fresher now. Thank you. The offshore core has been successfully destroyed. How are you feeling? Are you alright? I'm alright, I'm a little dizzy. I can crush 10 more of those. Wow! Anyway, glad to know you're okay. How about you? Our cute Hoohoo seems happy as usual. Totally different from those contaminated Hoochies. It seems unaffected by those spores. Yeah, Hoohoo's one of the Hoochies Senmin's mentor saved. It was Hoohoo who took us to find her mentor. Unfortunately, we were still late. If only we had arrived a bit earlier. I'm alright. It's in the past now, so I'm glad you haven't been affected by those spores. That's a relief. You're a tough one, Hoohoo. Even with a short-acting antibody, it was a struggle for me at that concentration. It's strange. It's understandable that you're unaffected as a resonator. However, Hoohoo's an ordinary Hoochie, similar to those already contaminated. How can that happen? Maybe it resonated with the antibody? Well, actually, the spore concentration here wasn't that high before, so it didn't catch our attention. Don't worry, no matter what, you're still our best Hoochie friend. Moreover, let's head back and update Cinnamon on what we found. We can also see how her experiment is going. Let's go. There you are. How's it going? While you were cleaning the offshoot core, I've been trying to adjust the antibody formula. Now it's almost the last step. However, what I'm going to do is time sensitive. So it would be helpful if both of you could lend me a hand. Let me help you. I'll help too. Thank you both. Please hand me the ingredients. Xiaomu, please count the time for me. Got it. Happy to help. Okay, what we're gonna do here? We've got Mortefi, who is also a scientist. So we're in good hands. Nope, Rover's here. Sure, I'll brief you on this. Once we start preparing, I'll need you to pass over the ingredients I need. If you're ready, let's get started. First is the material on the box. Thank you. Where's the box? Great. I'm standing on your table. Materials in the can behind you. And then it should be this one, right? Material on the box. Okay. Pass me the bottle on the table. Material on the can from before. Is in the jar. It should be the one in the bag. Oh, okay. I'm stupid. Finally done. Thank you for your help. I fucked up like most of the time. Let's see how it works. There you are. The new one we just made is slightly better than before, but still, this is not enough to protect us in heavily contaminated areas. Failure is the mother of success, don't worry. Yeah, don't let it get to you. It happens all the time, right? I used to struggle with my school projects and I almost failed to graduate. Luckily, Cinnamon pointed me in the new direction for the project back then, and that's how I could. Direction? Do you think we might approach this from a different direction too? Can't we just destroy the cores and forget about the antibody? My mentor was determined to find a cure for those contaminated Hoohoo chiefs, putting all her efforts into antibody research. The short-acting antibody she left is enough for our daily work, so we held off on further research in this area. We might have taken things in another extreme. My mentor used to say, as researchers, we need to see beyond the superficial details. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Hoohoo? Why are you starting to copy Hoohoo? Because Hoohoo is likely the missing piece we overlooked. We saw an energetic Hoohoo. Hasn't it been energetic all the time? Think about it. With the spore concentration going up, lots of Hoohoo chiefs were affected and thus attacked us. Thankfully, Rover handled them effortlessly. However, the spore concentration was so high I couldn't endure it, not even after taking the antibody. Even though Hoohoo supposedly has stronger resistance than us, theoretically it shouldn't stay unaffected. He can't be more energetic right now. Well, he's happy. I see, that's strange indeed. Actually, this reminds me of my mentor's diary. Why is there so much text? Hoohoo was one of the contaminated Hoohoo chiefs, but his symptoms were very mild. After taking the antibody developed by my mentor, the condition improved significantly. I mean, he probably has more effective antibodies in his bloodstream, right? So you can make a vaccine out of it or something? Well, not a vaccine, probably just extract the antibody from him. Perhaps the treatment back then enhanced Hoohoo's resistance. Anyways, we can't safely draw a conclusion to this yet. You're right, but... Okay, he's just hoo-hooing. Seems like he has something to say. Who? Hoohoo suddenly ran away, and I'm assuming we have to follow him, because that's what always happens. He seems to be running towards the Violet Banyan. Let's follow him. Oh, there's another one there. I remember seeing one there. And careful, step. Oh no, more monkeys. Okay. Activate the device. Okay, never mind. Alright, the concentration has returned to normal. Everyone alright? Hoohoo is indeed full of vitality. You're right, we might have overlooked Hoohoo's uniqueness. After my mentor left, I started researching Hoohoo chiefs. I guess deep down I felt that studying them wouldn't yield any useful results. That's probably why I overlooked Hoohoo's uniqueness. It seems like my mentor just didn't get a chance to announce her findings. Hoohoo is probably her result, not the antibody. If that's the case, I think we need to visit our previous lab. What? That lab? But it's too dangerous. Lots of Hoochies are lurking there. I'm with you. I can protect you. Thumbs up. Thank you. No matter what you're going to say, I'll go to. You wish for everyone's safety, and achieving that depends on completely solving this issue, doesn't it? Well, you're right. And approving Hoohoo. Fine, just come with us. But promise you'll take care of yourself, okay? Okay, this is kind of cute, but it's dragging on a bit too long. No, where's my chest? Give me back my chest. How did I teleport all the way there? Okay, how do we get into the lab? Okay. That's done. How do I open the door? Okay, there we go. There's another one? Fuck you. What do you need so much security for? Okay, there we go. Can we go in now? Open the gate. Great. Come on, let me pick that up. I'm not gonna read this. How's it going? Found anything? Here you go. Fantastic. You've got a real talent for finding things. Let's check it out. Senmin? I see. So she made use of the spores themselves to produce the antibodies. I've only viewed those spores as a toxic threat, attempting to find a solution to eliminate them. Regrettably, I haven't grasped what's hidden beneath the surface. Interestingly, it was my mentor who didn't focus her research on the toxic spores, who eventually found a way to improve the antibody. And Hoohoo is truly her last achievement. This must be her final lesson for us. And approving Hoohoo, we've got our hands on some core samples too. Time to hit back and dive into our research. You're surprisingly proactive this time. After all, you're the one who told me solving this issue is the only way to ensure everyone's real safety, right? Come on, let's go. It takes time to enhance the antibody, and we won't see any results until tomorrow afternoon, earliest by 6 o'clock. Oh, you're right. Let's head back. See you tomorrow. Okay, I thought she said 6, but never mind. Whatever. Return to the campsite. There you are. I have some good news. Yes, thanks to you, we managed to obtain the offshoot core sample and developed antibodies that gave us freedom to explore heavily contaminated areas. You're welcome, we made this happen. Besides, the improved antibody passed the safety testing. There are no adverse reactions, so it's safe to use. Anyway, I can't thank you enough for your help. This is the latest antibody. Here you go. Let's tackle it at the root this time. Okay, are we gonna finally hit the last one? Head to the bottom of the central giant tree. We're here. Keep going up from here and you'll reach the top of the tree. Okay, we just need to climb up that root. The main core is at the top of it. We're counting on you. Okay, climb up the tree. Now, this is gonna be a journey. How many fucking dots are there? Oh, there's monkeys around them. Are the spores like parasitic, so they're making the monkeys like protected? Is that what the spores are doing to the monkeys? To make it protect the core? Oh. Seriously? I beat the monkey. I didn't beat you. Oh? Oh. That's really pretty. But I don't think that's how plants work. But it's really pretty though, look at the pink. But I don't understand how killing the monkey got rid of the core. I thought I had to use the sucky thing, like the previous ones. Oh well. Hoohoo looks very happy. Yeah, finally it's all over. The banyan tree is beautiful. Yeah, lush vegetation, fresh air. I guess this must be what my mentor always dreamed of witnessing. This is also something we've been working towards. Thank you. You helped us save the forest. You're welcome. We made this happen. Thank you, Senmin and Hoohoo too. Also, thank you for your effort. You're right, we made this happen together. Always see past the superficial details. I think this goes beyond the realm of scientific research. True. Anyway, we made it through this. What do you say? Shall we go catch a movie together during our break? You guys have movie theaters here? Don't worry, Hoohoo. I'll be staying with you in the forest before that. Oops, almost forgot. Your payment! Here you go. It may not be a hefty sum, but this is all we can put together for now. We are super thankful for your help. And these. Hoohoo prepared these bananas for you. Thank you for the bananas. I have to go back to the academy and put together a report on this. Our mission has finally come to an end. Phew. Thank you. We will still be around. There's so many places in the dim forest that are worth exploring. Especially the Violet Banyan. Hoohoo seems eager to visit it again. If you come to the Violet Banyan later, maybe we'll meet again. Well then, farewell. I better see bananas in my inventory. When the forest is no longer dim, quest complete. Do I get any, like, souvenirs? No? Fuck you. I thought Hoohoo gave me bananas.